Good morning. Back again for another day. Good morning to all those who's up. Get my nose. But what's up? Good morning. Come on, come on, come on. Let's go. Turn this over, honey. Before they start flagging videos for copyright content. Why is my nose doing this, y'all? I don't really grow nose hairs like that, but I got this one nose hair in my left nostril that seems to just grow extremely long for some reason. It's very, and it's just the one, and it's always in the same spot. I had brought a wax kit, and I would take the Q-tips and put it in the wax like twice, and I just stick it in my nose and like press my nose on it, and I just yank it out and get out all the nose hairs. Yo, by the time you yank out the hairs, your whole nasal passage just open up. It's like you smell a different type of air. Like it's just so refreshing. It makes my breathing so much better. This is so nice. This morning is decent. I'm not even going to overhype it because I don't even want it to end. But it is really, really deep. Yeah. It is really decent. You know what I need to start doing? I need to start making some type of thumbnail like footage, because so far for the videos that I've been doing, I've been making my thumbnails based off of the video. So I'll just find like an area in the video or whatever. Y'all already know this. I ain't gotta break this down. Y'all see it. But yeah, so because I'm tired of doing like the same kind of close-up portrait or like selfie type of, I want to get like some kind of full body thumbnail content, I guess. Switch it up, step outside of my like usual or whatever, because I can be very lazy and it's very much, listen, what you see is what you get. So if this is how I just wrote it, this is how I recorded it, I'm just taking from there. I'm not doing anything additional to spice it up. That's just too much fun. So I'm gonna put in the work pretty much. But yeah, oh my god, this breeze is nice. Honestly speaking, I feel like it's gonna rain today. I don't know. I can't check the forecast, as we all know. So gnats. I can't check the forecast. Bro, mind you, I think it's maiden season for the gnats. The other day I was in the tent. We'll get back to that. I can't check the forecast, but it feels like it is going to rain today. And I kind of like it because I love the rain. But I purposely didn't take my umbrella with me. I do have this raincoat on, but it's not unpenetrable, I guess you could say, based off of how much rain is going to be coming down. So hopefully it's like a light rain if it does rain, and it get heavy once I get back to the tent. But yeah, this breeze feels amazing. But like I was saying, yeah, I think it's maiden season for the gnats because, and honestly, I was kind of pinning it on the vinegar. Because, no lie, I still smell the vinegar and certain things, and because I'm camping out in the woods, a lot of the mornings it's dew, so the dewiness kind of moistens the fabric on my clothes and stuff like that I wash, and it brings out that smell even more. You know how when it rains you smell earth type of thing? Yeah, when it rains you smell earth. So when ears moist. I smell the vinegar in the tent, and I don't like that. So, yeah, my mom's spitting and everything. So yeah, I really need to go, and I really want to wash my clothes again. And I actually have I got $7 to my name right now, and I really don't want to. Usually, I always just be like, listen, I gotta go wash this thing and get over and done with. But I'm trying to be like frugal and, you know, learn how to suffer a little bit more, because it's not like the clothes smell crazy. It just smells crazy to me, because that's not how I usually wash my clothes. So yeah, it's not a big deal, but it is a big deal at the end of the day, because I don't like it. And and like I said, I went into the tent the other day, and I got in the tent, and I'm laying in my draw. I just finished working out. Mind you, I've been consistent with these squats. Oh my god, my legs look fire right now. But I had just finished working out, and I like collapsed on the tent floor. And when I collapsed on the tent floor, and I was just lying there on my back, looking up, staring at the top of the tent, I'm looking like, why the fuck is there so many, pardon my language, but why is there so many gnats? Good morning. Why is there so many gnats in this tent? And then it was like an abnormal amount of gnats. Like, if you ever walk in by water or something, or through like a woods, and you just like walk through a ball of gnats just flying in one particular area, that's how it was. Not inside the tent, but between the rain fly and the tent screen. So they didn't have access to me, but I'm just like, what the hell's going on? And then I wound up stepping out the tent to go like shake it off to see if like they would remove themselves, and they wasn't moving. Good morning. They wasn't moving. So I'm like, all right. Like, mind you, that morning I was smelling the vinegar. So I'm like, all right, bro, are they here because of this fucking vinegar smell? Like, you know, they gotta go. Like, y'all gotta go. Y'all can't say, like, this vinegar smell gotta go. I need to get this out of your clothes, because if this is attracting these fucking gnats, that's not gonna work. That is just nasty to me. So I get up, I shake it. They leave. So now I'm standing outside, and I just needed some fresh, because when I stepped, no lie, it's a tent, and it's an open tent. Like, the net brings airflow. But bro, no lie, when I step out that tent, the weather outside the tent is completely different from the weather inside the tent. It's just more airy and fresher or whatever. You feel the difference. And I'm saying, which is crazy to me, because it's like, bro, I'm in a tent. I'm not in a house. It's not like I'm in a closed-in, but to a certain degree it is closed-in. So, I mean, I get it. But I just would expect it to feel the same on the outside that it does in the inside, simply because it's not like I'm inside pumping heat or air conditioner or something. So I don't know, I just expect that. So yeah, so I'm standing outside or whatever, and I look on top of the rain fly, and I see the gnat just there, and it looked like they mated. So it was like two gnats, and they was like balled up, and I'm looking like, I thought they was like fighting or whatever, and it was trying to eat it. But when I was looking at it, I'm like, they're not even face to face. It's like one gnat on top of the other gnat. So I'm like, are y'all over here in my tent? Like what's going on? So, all right, because this ain't that type of point. This is not Freaknik. Y'all need to take this elsewhere. So I just went and I started shaking them off. They didn't leave. Long story short, I just stayed in the tent. You know, by this time, I was just hoping by the time the next day came, them things would be gone. And sure enough, that night, it rained. It rained crazy. Like, it rained. Ironically, it rained. I wasn't even expecting this to rain. It hadn't rained in a couple of days, but it was just weird. It started pouring, and by the time the next day came, the numbers had diminished. And by the time I had got back to the tent that night, the next day, they were all gone. And it was like back to just seeing like the spiders and stuff like that, which they starting to get a little bit too comfortable too, because initially before I would see one, and it's like these, it's like a big spider, like the actual spider itself, like the body is like, it's mad small or whatever. I can't even do it on my finger with one hand, but it's real like small, but the legs is dumb long, and so it makes the whole thing look like about that big. And initially I was only seeing one, but now I've been seeing like, it went from one to me seeing three a couple of nights ago, and it was like right near my head area or whatever. And then for the past few nights I've been seeing like four. So I'm like, yeah, they say spiders is supposed to be good luck or whatever. My mood has been feeling a little good. Not trying to equate that with spiders, but I don't know. If I want to be a superstitious person, I say it correlates. So yeah. Yeah, so now today I'm about to head over to the library, and I officially want to get these last few, mind you, I'm recording this one on iPod again, but I want to get the last few, because I had stopped recording because I was saying, you know, I need to figure something out in terms of getting some type of microphone device or whatever that I can just hook up to my laptop and record on my laptop. But yeah, it's a whole thing. I think I talked about it in the other, no, I haven't. I actually haven't talked about it in another video. I was supposed to, I was gonna make a video, but then I'm like, I might as well save everything I gotta save for one video, instead of making like these little BS videos in between or whatever that I'm not really talking about nothing. I can just make one and really get into, you know, a few days worth of content, I guess, all in one, hopefully underneath 30 minutes. But yeah, oh, I had went to Dollar Tree. I thought something was creeping up on me. I had went to Dollar Tree the other day. I don't know, something gave me like a bright idea in my head. Oh, I could go, if I want to do a microphone or whatever, instead of going getting like this expensive microphone, just be more frugal. I could go to Dollar Tree and get one of the headphone sets or whatever that comes with like the little microphone, like with the wire, instead of getting a Bluetooth one. Because initially I was thinking, first thing that came to mind, oh, I could use like Bluetooth headphones or whatever. But then I'm like, yeah, but then with the Bluetooth headphones, I'm gonna be sitting here having to worry about getting it charged and everything. I already have a whole bunch of devices that I be having to get charged, even though I have the power bank, you know, that has to get charged up at a certain point in time too, when it's completely used up, you know, and that be taking like 2 days to fully charge, you know. If I was in a home, you know what I'm saying, like if I was in my own apartment or whatever, I could hook it up and get it fully charged that day. But because I'm working on the time span of like libraries opening and closing times, you know, it's a 2-day process to get that fully charged. I can get all my devices charged within a day at these places, you know, but as far as that specific device, it's a 2-day process. So I was like, you know what? Let me take it to back in the day. I'm about to get some headphones with the wire that I could connect into the port, or whatever, the headphone port. That way I ain't got to worry about charging nothing. And yeah, it'll just connect. And I don't have to be sitting here speaking. Excuse me. I'm wondering whether or not my speaker just came out, or figuring it out once I go to play back the video, and in the mid-video, all the audio done cut out because the ear pod done died. Like, I ain't got time for that. So, yeah. Went to Dollar Tree, got the little throwback cord or whatever, and I I plugged it into my laptop and I was using it and it worked. Funny thing is, and I'm gonna figure that out today when I get to I'm gonna figure that out today when I get to the library, because initially when I plugged the microphone, well, the headphones in, and I like made a video, the audio wasn't too great. So I started playing around with the audio system, like the volume of the microphone and stuff like that. I guess it's intake of audio. And by the time it was all said and done, when I went to go retry making a video with the headphones mic, the audio on the video was way better. And I was like, okay, so boom, it works, granted. But the clarity of it, it sounds a little walky. Like you could hear me, but it kind of has that, like it's picking up other noise as well. Like it doesn't really, it's not voice detecting. Like it's taking in my voice, but it's not just focusing strictly on my voice. It's kind of taking in the environment too. So I'm like, it's good. I'm saying it, and it'll work. But I want to put out quality content. So at the end of the day, like I'm gonna work with it for now, but I'm still trying to figure something else out. So yeah, eventually I'm gonna get a real mic. But in the process, I've also been playing around with different video creating, how do you call it? Video creating apps on my laptop or whatever. So far I've been using, I think, or Clipchamp. It already was like installed on the Windows computer. I came to find out recently, because initially I went to go and download, what was it? I think the first video editing software I tried downloading was Filmora. I had looked up like videos, editing software on YouTube to see what's out there. And one of the ones that just popped out to me that didn't have what they call them things, it didn't come with like a watermark on a video, was Filmora. So I'm like, okay, great, I could use that, and it's free. So that's, well, it's not free. You do have to pay for certain things, but like the basics of just getting a video out there, and a pretty decent video with nice effects and everything, they offer a lot of free things. So Filmora is good. And then after I downloaded the software, Filmora is crazy. Like a couple of hours later, I wound up finding out that my computer had already had one installed, and it's called, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's called Clipchamp. And then I also ended up downloading CapCut or whatever for Windows. And that's pretty decent too. I think the CapCut, I use that, is good for my the CapCut is good for my thumbnails. I think I use that. And also Filmora too. I like the way I've been managing pretty good with Filmora when it comes to the thumbnails, but I can also do it on CapCut, but I think I've primarily been using Filmora. As far as the Clipchamp, I think it's good for me just editing my videos in general. And then yeah. So that's how I've been managing, and then I'll just upload everything to YouTube afterwards. So yeah. That's that. Okay. Yeah. Excuse me. But yeah, so that's how I've been managing. But that's what I was saying. So in terms of the microphone on the headset, it's been manageable. But yesterday I had well, I can't say it's been manageable because I still have yet to make a video with that actual microphone because I'm not completely satisfied with it. But I have what is that called? I have yesterday I managed to get 2 videos uploaded that should premiere. One I think should premiere today, and the other one should be premiering tomorrow. And then I'm gonna get, because in total I have 3 more to upload. So I'm gonna get the rest of the week, because really I just want to make content to be premiered on Sundays. That's my goal, every Sunday to get content out. I really don't. I don't want to be doing content every day. You know, because especially with my course is about to start up, I ain't got time for all that. So yeah, I'm going to today. I'm gonna go and get the other 3 uploaded and set to be premiered for today is, what is today, Wednesday? So it's going to be set for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And then Monday, I guess, is when this one will be premiered. Yeah, Monday this one will be premiered, but then moving forward, I think I want all of my videos to be premiered on Sundays. Okay, quick breakdown. We have 21 minutes. So, yeah, but like I said, yesterday I got those videos out, and in the process of getting those videos out, like I said, I'm still learning the video editing software. So I think it was on, I'm not really sure which one it was on. I want to say Clipchamp, but I'm not too sure. So don't quote me on that. But with that video editing app, you can actually create your video, like, because usually you go into the app or whatever, and it has a selection to import your videos and audio, whatever content you're about to sit there and edit. You import it and you edit it. But in one of those softwares, it has an option to either, it has the option to record a video, record your content, whatever. Record a video. You can also, it has another option to record like your screen. Like if you're somebody that's, I guess, more, it's like a tech channel of, teaching people stuff and stuff like that. You can view your screen and make a video of whatever you're teaching. And then it has also another option where is camera and screen. So you record yourself and you also record your screen at the same time. And it will be like the main screen, the full screen would be your actual computer screen of what you're teaching, but then it would be like the little box, kind of like a FaceTime, a little box with your video of you being recorded as you're navigating through the system on the other screen. And then it was also the option of just strictly audio records for like a voiceover, whatever have you. So surprisingly, like I said, I hadn't used the headphones yet. When I went to go record a video on that platform, using that, the first video, mind you, in the process, I'm sitting here talking to my mother, whatever, because I've stopped by to visit her and stuff like that. And as I'm talking to her, I'm recording the video. And then by the time I end it, I go to play back the video. And I'm expecting some like cheap, not cheap, but like low quality audio, because I feel like something told me that's what it was. It was 3 in me recording, it had like, it was displaying 3 options of like microphones to use. So the first one I tried, and then when I went to go play back, it was mad clear. Like the clarity of it was really, really good. I didn't have to shout for the mic to pick up my audio or nothing. Like it was just picking me up. It still had like a weird kind of, not weird, it was clear, let's put it like this, it was more clear than the headphones, so that's good. So then I went to go try the second mic option, and it was kind of the same thing. And then the third, the Z4, well, initially it was a Z4, then I tried the second, and then I tried the third, and they were all good, so it all worked out. So I'm like, all right, so I can probably just use this. So today, when I go to the library, after I get all I want to get all the content uploaded first, that I have left over, and just get that up and out. And then after that, I'm going to play around with that software to see, because bro, like I said, I already was saying that I wanted to just record the videos on my laptop instead of recording on the iPod and having to transfer over to the computer and then having to edit a whole bunch of different things, and dealing with whether or not it's going to fully upload and stuff like that, because I have to email. Initially I was emailing. Oh, that's another hack that I figured out, because initially I was emailing the videos to myself, and then I was just pulling them up onto my computer through my email, because whenever I would try to just it was working at first, but then once my videos started getting to like an hour long and better, for some reason the emails was not letting it go through, and it was just saying that the attachment was pretty much too large, so I wasn't able to get it through. So I'm like, all right, and it started these last 5 videos that I wanted to get out there is all like pushing an hour or whatever. So, and they was all having an issue going through email. So I'm like, all right, what am I gonna do? So, and I had already tried before just plugging my iPod into my computer and just trying to open up the file in my computer and just like dragging it over to a file, like from the iPod to a file in the computer, dragging the videos over. But for some reason, when I open up the iPod drive on my computer, it's like 1,000,001 folders. So I'm like, bro, I'm gonna have to go searching through every single one of these folders to find these videos that I got sitting on here. Like I'm not. And then when I would try to like sync the videos, well, when I would try to like pull up like the videos and stuff from the iPod and just sync into the computer, because that's what it kind of initiates when I initially plug the USB into the computer. It doesn't sync my recent videos. I think it only syncs the videos that's like, I don't know if it's the videos that's saved in the cloud or the videos that's saved directly to the phone. But either or, it only uploads one or the other. So wherever I have these videos saved, these most recent videos saved, it's not grabbing it, and it's not syncing it too. So it was making my job even more difficult, where now I had to go and I saw all the folders, but I had already lost hopes, because I'm like, if it's not syncing, then that means that these videos are saved somewhere that I guess it doesn't have access to. So I kind of like gave up, but then I don't know, something told me just start searching through the folders the other day, and I'm like I said, as soon as I go to open up the file, it's 1,000,001 folders in the iPod drive, and then on top of that, in the folders is more folders, and so I'm like, I gotta go searching through every single one of these. And so I did it, and eventually, luckily, I found I started at the bottom and I started working my way up. Okay, mister. But it was literally the first folder that the most recent videos was in. So I got the opportunity to just go in that folder and drag these 5 videos, excuse me, over to a file in my laptop. So it worked out. It worked out. And I'm happy it worked out because now I can just get this stuff out the way, because honestly, I just wanted to get those transferred over and uploaded. That way I can now just, I also want to just reboot my computer and just like, start from scratch, like a fresh new computer and everything, delete everything, because I also had, when I bought it, I had got the Norton software, for virus detections and all of that with it. And since then, I haven't been keeping up with that subscription. So that thing just be popping up for unnecessary reasons because it's not even active and I'm not paying for it. And I just want that off because I feel like it's getting away. And then also it's saving like passwords for stuff that I don't want my passwords saved. Like, and I want to be able to keep track of everything going into this semester, so that everything is just organized. And this is kind of making me feel unorganized. So after I upload all my videos, I'm going to transfer anything that I want to keep, like picture-wise, video-wise, documents-wise. I'm going to just transfer it over to my USB drive. And I'm just going to reboot that laptop. It's already, like, the laptop is still brand new. I haven't did too much on it, but what I have done on it thus far, I don't know, for some reason it's triggering me and I just want to reset. So I'm going to get that reset out the way. That way I ain't got nothing to complain about. And from there, hopefully everything starts going smoothly. So yeah. And that's that. Y'all, another thing is my stomach's been kind of being ridiculous. It's been going through it, I'm not gonna lie. Yesterday I overate crazy, and yeah, I woke up kind of still feeling a little bit how I felt yesterday. The difference is yesterday, well, it's not really much of it's a difference now because I don't really feel like that now. I feel like my stomach can tolerate it. But I overate. And after I finished eating, I kind of forced myself to eat the last thing that I ate. And I just felt like throwing up. And I actually wanted to just throw it up, like force myself to just get it out because I didn't want it sitting in my stomach. But then at the same time, with these workouts and all kinds of stuff that I got going on, I'm like, you know what? Let me just like relax and chill and just let all this settle, because partial of what I consumed was protein. It was meat. Probably not the best meat because it was pork, but it was good for me. And I know it's going to contribute to my workout, and just helping me retain, I guess, the muscle mass that I've built thus far, since I started back working out, because that's my goal. Like, I started seeing my legs get really, really small, eating just fruits, vegetables, and like carbs. So I want to retain some type of muscle mass in my legs. The upper body could go. because I'm so graphic, but we could toss all in the upper body. But the lower body gotta stay. So Yeah, so yeah, that's what I'm dealing with at the moment. Um, so today I told myself I'm going to fast today. I'm not eating today because I woke up this morning and I kind of felt like in the back of my mouth, like I could vomit a little bit. So I know that the food isn't fully digested. I had dumplings. Trying to mind you, I had made some fried roti when I had got to my mother's house because for some reason I just had a taste for roti. So I had made that and I was just eating it with cheese. Like I just ate it with like a slice of cheese and well, actually the first one I ate, because in total I made four. And the first one I ate, I had ate it with just the cheese. And then the second one I ate it with cheese and two sweet Italian sausages. And then I ate half of the other one because my mom wound up taking half. And then the last one, I ate a whole one with just the cheese and like sauce, like a meat sauce or whatever. My mom had made, I think my mom had made chicken or something the previous night, but the sauce, I didn't want the chicken. I just wanted the sauce for it. And it was good. And then after that, she called herself. And that's exactly why I cannot be there because if I'm around my family, there is no diet for me. There's no diet, there's no regimen, there's no nothing because I would just be sitting there and they'll just be trying to feed me. Like, no lie, my family want my body destroyed. They don't want me to be at my best. They don't want me to feel at my best. I'm convinced. I'm not convinced myself. They don't want me. They don't want me to feel my sexy. So, no, I'm joking, but yeah, she had ordered Chinese food. She kept on telling, mind you, initially she asked me, I was like, no, I don't want to eat. I'm already full because I really was full. I felt full. So I was like, no, I don't want to eat nothing else. I'm already full. And I don't want to push it. But then, like for an hour, she kept asking me for probably, not even an hour, like 2 hours. She was asking me off and on, off and on, off and on. And I kept trying to ignore her and I kept saying no. And then by the time she actually got on the phone to order it, and I heard her order her food, I started thinking, I'm like, okay, maybe I should say something. So I was just like, Mom, can you tell them something? And she wound up ordering the dumpling. And when the food got there, I was eating, I think after the first 3 I ate, I was good. Like I was already full prior to eating it. But once I had 3, I was like, okay, cool. Like, I'm cool. But then I'm like, child, I think it was like 8 dumplings all together. And they was pretty big. And I'm like, child, I got to get through the rest of this because I don't like wasting food. And that's another, I don't like wasting food. And then another thing that was playing in a part of my mind was I didn't want to, I wanted the meat. Like, I wanted to eat the meat for, my muscles or whatever have you. I don't know. That's just how my mind was working. But I wanted to eat the meat for my muscles. So I kind of like forced myself through the rest of it. But at the end of it, I was just done. Like, my stomach was done. I could barely breathe. Like, I literally overate. But I was just telling myself, listen, don't throw up. Like, take your time, breathe slow, and just let this digest. Because, I don't know, part of me just also felt like my body needs it. But today, I'm not eating. Yeah, no. Like, I'll take in water, but I'm not eating. Yesterday, I was supposed to be on a water fast by the time, and I pretty much was. By the time outside, when I had the dumpling, I had soda. I didn't drink anything else for the day up until I had the dumplings because she had ordered a can of soda with the dumplings. So I had that. But by the time I got back to the tent, I felt myself taking in the water. So, not a lot, but still, I was supposed to be on a fast. But today, yeah, I'm not eating. Because, like I said, I woke up feeling the kind of like I could vomit a little bit in the back of my mouth this morning. So I know the food isn't fully digested, and I had the dumplings around like 5. So, and I've been telling myself I could try to keep my meals before 6 p.m. I try to take in all my meals before 6 p.m. or whatever. So the fact that I had those dumplings around 5, and my journey back to the tent is a little workout. Not as much workout needed to, start digesting that food, but it's decent enough. Yeah, I feel like I shouldn't have woke up tasting that in the back of my mouth. So that's how I know, I definitely overate, and my body don't need for nothing today. I don't care what it starts telling me. Like, I don't care what it starts telling me. You don't need nothing today. Not one bit. Not at all. Like, the only thing I'm going to be taking in is water, and that's just to finish flushing everything and get everything just, flowing smoothly or whatever have you. But yeah, that's it. So that is everything in a nutshell. We almost made 30 minutes. We had 41, but that's okay. We're doing great. We're doing great. We're getting better, y'all. We're getting better, people. Yeah, so that's everything in a nutshell. I'm gonna get this video opening out. Like I said, pushing for Monday. Well, not pushing for. It's going to be either, because I don't really know how the time work. When I had set the premiere on, and I was having that discussion with my mother yesterday, I was trying to figure it out. I'm like, what is GMT? Like, I don't know what the hell is GMT time zone. And when I'm looking it up, it's like European time or whatever. So I was setting for the videos to be premiered. The first video to be premiered 28. It was set for 28, which is today. 28 at 10 a.m. Initially it was prompting me, like, the default was 12 a.m. So I'm like, and my mind was processing it as, okay, so this is, I don't want my video to premiere, tonight. Like, who's gonna be up tonight? Not even if nobody's looking. I just didn't want it to be premiered at 12 o'clock at night, quote unquote, a.m. You know what I'm saying? So I call myself, I had to go look it up, because initially I was looking, like, I was interpreting it that way, but then I saw the GMT, and so it was like, I was just like, what does GMT mean? And when I, like, opened up, the options for time zone, everything said GMT. So I'm like, what the hell? Like, where's the Eastern Standard Time? So I'm like, okay. So I see one say GMT, New York. So I instinctively, I just clicked on that, because I'm like, all right, New York is close by, so that got to be my time zone or whatever. But I was like, listen, you need to know what GMT means, because I feel like I am too grown not to know what is GMT. And so I went and I looked up GMT, and it's pretty much European, I guess a European Standard Time or something like that. And 12 a.m. GMT was pretty much 12 a.m. GMT was pretty much 8 p.m. in my time zone that I'm currently at. So I'm like, all right, I don't want the video to be out, because this is not really a nighttime. My videos out thus far is not really giving nighttime videos. I feel like my videos is kind of, I don't know, more so morning time. Like, it's not really giving nighttime at this given moment. I don't know. So I played around with it, and I think I had set it for 10 a.m. because when I looked at the, the 12 a.m. and then it's supposed to be 8 p.m. in my time zone, I was like, all right, so if I set it, it's a 20-hour difference. So if I set it for 10 a.m., it should premiere at 6 a.m. in my time zone. So I'm expecting, but I didn't know what it meant. That's the thing. I didn't know what it meant because the default was 28. And when I tried to, the way my mom was working, I tried to set it back for the 27th. But by that time, it was, when I was doing that video, uploading that video, it was already 10 a.m. in my time zone. So me setting the video, it was 10 a.m. at my time zone. So the option to, this is just all over the place. My mind be like scrambled. The option to choose the 27th, which was yesterday, versus the 28th, because initially I wanted it to be premiered today. So right now, I don't know if this video has already been premiered at 6 a.m. today, which is the 28th, Wednesday, which is what I kind of was expecting, or 20 hours later, if it's going to premiere tomorrow, which is going to be the 29th, at 6 a.m. But I won't know that until I get to the library today to see if this video has already premiered. Because like I said, when I went to go check the option to set it as the 27th, trying to be, proactive, setting it as the 27th, 10 a.m. GMT time, so that it premieres the 28th, 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, if that makes sense. So, we'll figure out today, and I'll have a better understanding of a GMT time zone. But as of right now, it's up in the air. And yeah, but I'm gonna figure it out. But in the meantime, it was lovely talking with y'all. I hope everybody has a really smooth day. This jacket is about to come off eventually because it's starting to heat up. And I ain't feeling that. Yeah, but hopefully everybody has a smooth day. And I don't know y'all, but I love y'all anyways. Take care.